Bless you.
I'm dying. So we're back here in the casting couch.
I thought you were gonna make that joke again.
Yeah. So we're back here in the reaction couch. And we're just gonna get into it because today's video is interesting for sure.
Imagine if the easiest way to delight your wife was you just throw a ball across the room. Relationships wouldn't fail anymore if that's all you had to do.
Yikes. Imagine all the people who would be triggered from that comment if that person was not wearing a full-body dog suit that looks like it could have came out of something from 50 Shades of Grey. That would be one really weird spinoff.
50 Shades of UWU.
I might be going out on a limb here, but I wouldn't really want to be in a relationship with someone that I would have to treat like a dog, and even less so with just someone who acts like a dog. Imagine coming home and your girlfriend's just taking a massive dump in the living room. But thankfully, we're not in this position, but I am curious, so I do want to see what all of this is about.
This is the High Point Award for Puppy Palooza, and then these two are the best ones I have because these are my two best in shows. I got these at DomCon.
Wait, they have human dog shows. I now see I should have taken his word for it and not looked it up. But since I did, I'm not going through this by myself. Because you get the full experience here on the Atozy channel, whatever that means. But DomCon, I found out, stands for Dominatrix Con. Not to be confused with the convention that Dirty Dom hosted on his balcony. I wanna bark! I wanna grit! Which I'm hoping was a TanaCon parody. But anyway, back to the point, I found out that the DomCon that's relevant to this video actually has a dog show. And it's just something else. I'm just gonna show you this.
I'm Mistress Ellen and I take care of the event for the Pet Awards. This is a very light-hearted, enjoyable type of event. It's meant for fun.
Okay, what is this dog show?
A fantasy role play primarily. One person performs or becomes a pet. Generally there's a caller. Sometimes your owner, who can be your partner or your lover or your friend or someone you're just playing with that day. There's like a lot of different dominant, submissive role play.
It's kind of a little kid type of persona that you can pull out of yourself as an adult. There's training involved sometimes. It depends on kind of you and your sub and what you kind of work out.
Well, I guess we've reached that part of YouTube again. And also, humans train other humans to be dogs. You really learn something new every day. Like, that's not even a joke. Let's now return to the original video and not ask more questions, because part of me really doesn't want to know.
My name is Tony and I'm a human pup.
I'm Andrew. I'm Tony's husband and trainer.
Ah, yes. Husband and dog trainer. I have him on a leash and he fetches bones for me, but he also cooks me dinners.
Wait, he's a dog trainer, then why would he be fetching the bone for you?
Because he is also, you know, the she is a he. You know the
Yeah.
Tony in the video?
Yeah.
It's a he now, I guess.
Okay.
Pet play is any time that a person takes on the role of an animal, and they emulate that animal, either through their behavior or their actions. Some people wear costumes.
Wait, okay, so this person was in the video that I found of DomCon. I feel like I go way too deep in all the topics I cover. Like, this is TMI, but hey, now we have this person from the past as a reference.
I like the attention. Dogs are fun in a way people aren't. When you're a dog, there's no embarrassment. You run around naked and everyone loves you. When you're a human, not so much.
Why did I need to find this person competing in a dog show? I don't know. Why not? But I did find his own justification for why he does this here.
I've been involved in pet play for my entire life. A lot of kids like to play pretend. They like to pretend to be an animal and they enjoy doing it. I just never grew out of that.
Wait, so he pretends to be a dog because he wants the love and attention that all dogs get, but then he runs into this obstacle where no matter how fancy his dog costume is, no one's gonna look at him as a dog. He'll always just be that guy in a dog suit acting like a dog. Is he okay? Because no matter how fancy of a dog suit he puts on, he's not a dog. So most people, like, they won't give him love and attention a dog gets because they're too busy thinking, why is there a half-naked man/woman panting beside me wearing a BDSM dog mask?
The first time I met you, I was dressed as a dog for Halloween.
Are you comfortable being fully out.
I don't care.
He was female at the time. I remember that he showed up with a little like dog nose painted on. Yeah, it didn't seem weird at the time.
I just happen to have all the gear.
Wow, that's a sane way to explain insanity. And so we get this out of the way, I have zero problems with this person. What he's doing is not bothering me, nor does it affect me in any way, shape, or form. I just have a whole lot of questions, and from an outsider's perspective, there's a whole lot of comedic value in this.
This is called a show tail. What I've done is I've put it through a harness and then I just wear the harness backwards, and that gives the tail better balance. And as you can see, that's a rubber or silicone tail, so it wags.
Honestly, meeting at a Halloween party was a very normal way for them to meet. Just from like how this documentary is going, like if they met anywhere else, I would pretty much just be like, oh yeah, word, that makes sense. Like if they just said like, oh yeah, by the way, we met in some furry cult, I would just completely shrug that off and say, yeah, I believe that, that's normal.
My responsibility is similar to the responsibility with a regular dog. The first
I'm a regular dog, I'm just different.
Okay.
So if they're saying this is not erotic in any way, they're lying. This is 100% some sort of fetish. And there's nothing wrong with that, obviously. Some people like thick butts, and other people love having intercourse with people that are dressed up like a dog. I'm walking a thin line here. This documentary is just way more controversial than what I thought it was gonna be. So this has now turned into a survival episode for me to not say something stupid.
We have bio dogs, and I do train them because no barking. But, you know, if you want to make a big stink, you're an adult human. You can do what you want.
The fact your husband has to call a regular dog a bio dog, short for what I'm assuming would be a biological dog, is stupid. That's probably the dumbest I've heard of in 2018. And there's a lot of dumb that's happened in 2018. He/she has completely lost all connection to reality. When you can't call a regular dog a dog because your husband would get offended because he's also a dog. Okay.
I think for a lot of pet play couples that the pets get perhaps a little bit more out of it.
So I hang out and I provide him with lots of attention and tell him he's a good boy. That's basically 90% of it.
I am a good boy.
See, I'm just kind of at like a loss of words that these people actually exist. Like I could almost picture an Animal Planet documentary on these people as they're like some undiscovered species that everyone's like, oh wow, that really exists? Huh. That's interesting. Some old white dude just narrating it.
Here we have the female dog in her natural habitat. She's a very good tracker and has no problems finding the different items hidden in plain sight. Now that's a good girl. The male dog is also a good boy and likes to play fetch with his owner. Wait, that's not a ball. I'm confused. And what are you doing with your owner? Sorry, I can't. I'm leaving. I'm out.
It's definitely a new and foreign concept to like all of the world.
Okay. Very good.
My entire body's in discomfort. We've learned a lot though. We now have to call all dogs bio dogs because some humans are dogs too. If that becomes like governmentally enforced, I think it's completely fine to nuke the entire human civilization because that would be the better option at that point in time. A dog is a canine, not the weird girl in your school cafeteria who's wearing a tail.
Beautiful. The purpose of the LA Pony and Critter Club
Do I even want to ask what this club is?
is to provide a safe space for people to explore and experience animal role play.
I should really stop asking questions at this point. I regret this video, but like we're sticking with it because we gotta get through this. My inner body just wants to shiver itself out of my outer body, if that makes any sense.
Doesn't, but we feel you.
I hate using the word cringe, but there's no better word to describe this. I'm sorry.
An easy to walk. An extended walk.
We engage in pet play actively a few times a month, and it's often in a social setting, such as a club or an event. We've been in the LA Pony and Critter Club for 6 going on 7 years.
This is genuinely what you would have gotten if you let a bunch of kids play with some BDSM equipment. A strap-on. What is this? It must be some sort of tail. And then you realize, oh wait, they're fully grown adults. They don't have the excuse of not knowing.
The event today that was held by the LA Pony and Critter Club is a play date. They're informal. They can be everything from 3 people to 25 people.
All right, someone please come pick up your senile grandfather. He's in full BDSM equipment, wearing a horse mask in an old lady's yard. This is now beyond worrying. If this is not the definition of yikes, I don't know. This is the biggest yikes of this year since FouseyTube was claiming he was an alpha lion.
I'm an alpha. I'm a lion.
I like the performance art. I like the detail. I like creating ballet with my animals.
Okay, so she's the alpha here. She doesn't do no animal play.
She what?
I guess she's just the tamer. Notice how she said my animals. You're lying if you're telling me this is not some fetish. Well, this class is a weird cult. I don't even know what the definition of a cult is. A relatively small group of people having religious beliefs or practices regarded by others as strange or sinister. So in a nutshell, if this was a church instead of a club, it would have been a cult. Imagine what they do for Christmas. You just have her as Mrs. Claus, and then she's just roped up 9 guys dressed as reindeers, and they just pull her on a sleigh through LA. And see, that's not even that far-fetched from what we're witnessing today.
For me, the reason that I like to be a dog is man's best friend. Dogs experience the world through a lens of pure joy that I don't think other animals have. Maybe dolphins.
Just imagine him swimming up to random boats, screeching like a dolphin.
But I feel like that pet play would be much harder.
Ah, so she's a dog because she had to give up on her dreams of becoming a dolphin. Humanity is just one big, interesting race filled with oddballs. We're all just unique, special snowflakes, aren't we?
Hey, no, don't get me by my tail. I'll bite you. The LA Pony and Critter Club is kind of pet play, vanilla style. There's no sex involved. I don't think pet play is sexual. I do think that to an extent it is erotic because it is intimate.
So it's definitely the intimacy you have with your trainer/husband that makes this sexual, not the fact that you're just wearing a massive strap on. Yeah, that seems right.
I have big ears.
The topic of sexuality and pet play can be pretty controversial. We don't make it sexual, but I have nothing against those who do.
I don't believe that for a second. But what they're basically trying to say is, oh, we are so much more tame than everyone else that does this.
Pet play is, first of all, great exercise. It's a lot of fun. CrossFit has nothing on pet play.
Okay, I think we need a clip of someone doing some intense CrossFit training. And then a clip of her in the yard here. CrossFit has nothing on pet play. But again, we shouldn't be shocked that these claims are out of this world because they're coming from a person who's in a BDSM dog suit. Why am I taking this so seriously? I am losing my sanity as this video progresses.
Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
And if you didn't know what the definition of insanity was, I'm about to throw some logs at these motorcyclists. If you didn't know what the definition of insanity is, your answer is just right in front of you now. I'm amazed this is real, honestly. Like, these are living, breathing humans who live on the same planet as us.
I enjoy running around, I enjoy tug of war, I enjoy fetch, very typical dog activities. Within the larger club, we do fox hunts, we have dog shows.
Dog shows. As you can see, this is a very normal dog show going on right now. I'm sorry, it's just so funny seeing a human unironically run on 4 legs. What a waste of energy. Like, honestly, okay, so the human body is designed, to stand, stand up and down. I feel like I'm Onisioning you guys. This is my vegan body! No, this is our human body that everyone has. We're kind of just designed to stand and do all of our motion on 2 legs. So seeing people run on all four, number one, just looks whack. Number two, it's just a massive waste of energy. These people are like, man, evolution. And the fact that I'm a part of the smartest race to ever live on this planet, I'm gonna be a dog and do dog stuff because that's gonna take me out of my human life. Spoiler alert, it's not. You still have to pay rent / a mortgage. You still have to pay taxes. I don't think the IRS is gonna care about like, oh no, oh, you're a dog now? All right, yeah, don't worry about taxes. No, are you serious? Again, it doesn't really bother me in any way, nor affect me in any way. It's just, it has a lot of comedic value.
I consider myself out. I'm very open. That being said, I do compartmentalize my pet play because not everyone wants or needs to see that. My family, for example.
Okay, so you hide the fact you're doing this, but you make a video with Lad Bible. And I can guarantee you that you have family members or old friends or friends that get Lad Bible videos on their timeline on Facebook. Like if they use Facebook, I can guarantee you that Lad Bible videos show up.
I think they have a general idea that I'm into some kinky stuff, but we don't talk about it.
Well, there you just contradicted yourself from earlier.
I don't think pet play is sexual.
I thought you guys were 100% no dirty stuff as you're wearing a BDSM suit.
I think people misunderstand pet play because they see a collection of ideas that aren't normally next to each other, namely animals, sex, adults pretending, and they immediately get an alarm sense that something's wrong.
So today we learned that people like this actually exist.
I think everyone should try it once, and if they like it, they should try it a second time.
Wow. Well, on that note, I'll wrap up this video. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like on it. If you're new here, I welcome you to my channel. It'd be awesome if you subscribed. If you want to follow me outside of YouTube, you can find me as @Atozy on Instagram and Twitter. Links will be down in the description down below. But on that note, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Heard you had a lot to say. Now you don't really talk too much though. I've been running out these gates, but I'm not ever really late, no. Yeah, I've been seeing all these sights, been traveling. In my suitcase I pack light.